All right, so today you're going to be doing word art in Pixlr E. So log into Pixlr E, go to Create New. Full HD is fine. We're going to do our width as 1200. Our height is 1000. Go ahead and turn on your background, which would be preset to white. It should be. This big block of color here is what color it actually is that you've selected. So it should be white. So 1200 by 1000. Turn on your background to white and hit Create. All right, so you are going to get your text tool, click Add Text, and you're going to type a word that is at least 5 letters or longer. You can choose to do all caps or all lowercase, but I would choose one or the other. Make sure your font is black. Okay, obviously it's going to need to be a little bit bigger and bolder than that. I want something that's real thick, but not super decorative. I want really straight lines, but thick. So maybe something like this, but I am going to need to make it bigger. Okay, so let's go with that. Now, I'm not sure why half of that is cut off. Let's stretch that. There we go. All right, so there's your word. I don't know, that might be a touch big because you want to have plenty of room on the sides over there. So I might take it down just a little bit to there. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you are going to hunt for pictures that relate to this image. And if you went to the link that I posted for you to view on Tuesday, you would see, if you were you Monday, Wednesday kids, you would see the example. So you'll kind of understand what we're doing. So I might search for a beach umbrella, and I'm always going to use clip art. That would be my recommendation to you. I would always use clip art. So maybe I'm going to pull this one. So I'm going to 2-finger tap. Now we might have an issue because that one is, nope, we're good. So 2-finger touch, not a click, just a tap, copy image, Control V will paste it onto your canvas. Remember, get your arrow tool and then you can move it and make it smaller. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to turn it because I want that to be standing straight up. And I'm going to set this maybe right here. And I might even make it just a touch bigger. Because not only is the umbrella working in my favor, but so is the sand. I just covered the top of the B, the right side of the B, and the whole bottom of the B. All right, as well as the top of the E and the A. So think of objects like this. Now you can repeat objects. Big objects like this, you're not necessarily going to want to repeat, like the umbrella. So something else that I might search for. How about a beach ball? And again, like I said, I would always do clip art. That's just me because they've got the easy white backgrounds to remove. That one that I even pasted, it already had the background gone. Whoops. Oh, see, and this one's got that checkerboard. I don't want to have to deal with removing that checkerboard. Whoops. So I'm actually going to go find another one. How about that one? So copy, paste. Whoops. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Paste. There we go. Now I'm going to get my magic wand. We need to remove this white background. Notice that it is selecting part of my beach ball, though. We do not want that. So I'm going to need to take my tolerance down. You don't want to delete part of your images. So I'm going to deselect and try again. It's still not doing what I really want it to do. So I'm going to take my tolerance up a little bit, deselect, and try again. That's much better. So I'm going to go ahead and hit backspace and deselect. Now I can get my arrow tool and I'm going to shrink this down and I'm going to put it inside the B. Now I am going to go ahead and use another one because I have it. Deselect is Control D. Don't forget that. Control Z is undo. Don't be afraid to ask your classmates what shortcut commands they remember if you can't remember some of them. Okay, so then all I need is something to go on the left side of my B. So I have to think of what's going to be something that's long and skinny. Maybe, how about a pool noodle? Try to find one that's, yeah, like this right here. Copy. Now my fear is that it's going to paste all those pixels. Paste. Oh, we're good. But I am going to take it and turn it straight up and down and put it next to my B. Okay. Now, whenever you start to get your letters shaped around, you can come over here to your layers panel and click this check mark to get rid of the text, because whenever you submit it, you need to have the text gone. We're looking at negative space. I take that away, and you can now see that for the most part, it's a B. Once you see the rest of the word, you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's totally a B and not an H or an A. Okay. So you're going to need to fill in literally every single white space. Some of the ones, if you look at the examples posted in Schoology, some of the ones use teeny tiny objects to go all the way around. You can do that. It is going to take a lot longer. Whereas I have 4 objects here, and I've surrounded one whole letter and the tops of 2 other ones and the side of the E even. Okay, so really think about what you could use to fit into those spaces before you start shrinking all of your objects down teeny tiny. Whatever objects you use, though, they need to relate to the word that you put on your canvas. Okay, so you'll have all class period to work on this, and then we will see where you get. I did have some people on Tuesday, Thursday get done after 1 class period. So if you're using your time wisely, there's a high likelihood that you could get this done. All right. So then you're going to need to, before you submit it, again, this is in Pixlr. In the Pixlr folder in Schoology under Pixlr Word Art is where you would submit it, but you do need to uncheck that so the word is gone. We're looking at negative space. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.